Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear what 42 Doug said about Big Meech, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And to my cinema cronies, drop the flex emoji in the comments. First thing I'm going to do is tell you what 42 Doug said, then I will give my opinion of it. 42 Doug says, I'm so tired of the he say, she say. Show us the paperwork. That's going to end everything. Any deal made through cooperation has to be in there. Either she got it in hers or he got it in his. Now, you have to remember that 42 Doug is from Detroit. His family is from Detroit. 42 Doug grew up in the streets. His family grew up in the streets. So when you look at that, it means that some of 42 Doug family may even be close to Big Meech. They were definitely around for that era, and maybe Big Meech is one of their homies, or somebody that they really know. So when you look at the situation, 42 Dougs is basically chiming in and saying, hey, I'm not going with Big Meech and I'm not going against Big Meech, but when you speak out and say, hey, show the paperwork, you basically saying I'm riding with him until something concrete come out. And you would expect that with 42 Dougs being from Detroit. You got to remember that to the black community, Big Meech is like what Sosa is to Scarface, Al Pacino. It's right around that realm, but it was in real life. A Big Meech was really getting money, really moving, one of the biggest drug dealers in the world, not just in Detroit, not just in Atlanta, not just in the United States. So when you see something like that and you grew up like 42 Dougs did, and you grew up in Detroit, and you grew up being told stories about Big Meech and hearing about how he was getting money and maybe even getting in the streets because you saw or heard how Big Meech was getting it, or things of that nature, he turns into a superhero to you, and that's just a fact of the nature, man. Just like when you saw it was a time when all the rappers was becoming Montanas and Gottis and Sosas and Scarfaces and all of that type of stuff, right? That's the same impact Big Meech had on guys from the streets and from the neighborhoods, but definitely guys from Detroit. So I'm surprised 50 Cent didn't even reply to this, but I guess he didn't directly say anything to 50. And to be honest, he only said what was right, show the paperwork. And a bunch of people have showed the paperwork. And eventually 50 Cent is not doing everything he could do from the situation, because I believe he's just trying to get a bag for Tammy Cohen's story, or maybe he trying to put it on a 50 net, whatever he trying to do with it. That's why he's not dropping any concrete evidence, because once you drop the evidence, or once you lay your hands out before you're able to monetize it, now somebody else can get the information and run with the story and monetize it before you do. So I'm sure he's just taking care of the paperwork. If you want more updates on this Big Meech story, I need you to hit the subscribe button. If you want more hip hop and celebrity updates, I need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fair Play 2333. If you're trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fair Play, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.